Hey, you guys, I want to talk to you about something, okay? All right, hair tip advice. If you want your hair to grow, right, you have to, okay, for one, you got to drink a lot of water, okay? Um, you have to feed your hair water, okay? H2O. You know, feed it like you would. You know how like when you water plants, that's how you get your hair to grow. You understand? So, it's important that you wet your hair with water. Wet it. All right. With my hair type, with my hair texture, I have to wet it with water. All right, I have to wet it with water, and the water, my hair absorbs it, okay? And by wetting it with water and sealing it with oil, it helps keep trap in the moisture. And water is always your hair's best friend. It prevents your hair from breaking, okay? And it's very important that you trim your ends every 6 to 12 months, because if you don't trim the ends of your hair, okay, you don't trim the ends of your hair, what's going to happen is your split ends is going to go up your hair shaft. Is going to, once it start going up your hair shaft and it gets to your roots, you're going to have to start all over and cut your hair, okay? Because split ends causes breakage. So to avoid those issues, you have to trim your ends every 6 months. That's extremely important. Trim your ends. If you don't want to trim your ends every 6 months, you can trim them every 12 months, okay? Depending on how your hair is, because normally I will trim it every 6 months, but sometimes I'll switch it to every 12 months because I don't want to lose a lot of length, okay? And I trim my hair when it's wet, okay? It has to be wet where it makes it easy for me to gather all the hair and trim it. All right, so that's how I manage my hair. Okay, but you always have to use water. Water is your hair's best friend. When you tangle your hair, when you have to untangle your hair, you have to saturate your hair with water, because when you saturate your hair with water like this, because I had to go and retwist because my hair was thirsty. I needed to give it some water. When you saturate your hair like this, when you go to detangle it, you won't have any breakage, okay? Because water, it conditions the hair where it makes it easy to untangle and part and style, whether you want to put it in plaits or if you want to put it in twists like how I have it, and then you just put it up and out the way, because I'm going to put my hair up. Okay, I don't like leaving my hair down because it snags on my clothes. But when I go to detangle and style it, I saturate my hair with water. Okay, that way it takes me like 25 to 30 minutes to finish detangling and sectioning it off and twisting it in two strand twists. But you always have to trim your ends. Okay, whether you do it 6 months or a year, because it's going to cause a lot of breakage if you don't, because the split ends will travel up and cause even more breakage. And then once it gets up here, you might as well just cut all your hair off and let it grow out. Okay, start all over again. So you have to, trim your ends always, okay? Either 6 months or 12 months, but you have to trim your ends. That's how, I got my hair to grow, because I always, of course I wash and condition it every 2 weeks. I'll do like a deep conditioner. I'll use like avocado, 2 eggs, and I'll put like Jamaican black castor oil in there, and then I'll put vitamin E oil, and I'll mix it up and use it as a deep conditioner. Okay? So, and you can put lavender too, because lavender oil helps kill bacteria, okay? So, and then I would just, keep, whenever I go to retwist, I'll wet it, saturate it first, and then retwist it, okay? Detangle and retwist. And when my hair feels like it's dry, where it needs water, I'll saturate my hair in water, because you cannot have your hair going without giving it water, because it'll start breaking off, okay? You have to treat it like you would your plants. You know, if you don't give your plants water, the leaves and stuff will start breaking off, and the plant will start dying. So you have to treat your hair the same way. You have to give it water, okay? So I thought you guys should know that, all right? I wanted to let you guys know that, okay? All right, you guys, I'll be making some more videos. Until then, have a wonderful Sunday.